top six. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Top six, big six, whatever you want to call it, Carl.
Shout out Motion with Sports. Come on.
Get soccer, food and hearing the brain.
Also told the whole world that he's better than half the league.
Follow them, man. New up and coming, new wave, new idea, new motion.
Motion with Sports, man. It's been a minute. The Motion boys have been away. You know what I'm saying? Shows in Thailand right now, but he's here. He's working. You know what I'm saying? He's working, and we got a boy Dan. Obviously, I'm a Chelsea fan. Shows to my right is a United fan, and Dan at the bottom.
Whoa, he's gonna say Arsenal. Slow down. I've been gone for a little bit, but not that long, my boy.
But listen, guys, we have been away. We've been chilling, man. We've been chilling. We had our own international break. You know what I'm saying? But we're back. No better time to even jump on stream with the guys. I hope everyone's doing good as well. You know what I'm saying? I think there's no better place to start than the PSG Liverpool game. PSG won 2-0. Goals come from Doué and Kvara. Guys, can PSG retain the Champions League?
I think they've got a great chance. Do you know what I'm saying? When I looked at the game today, there wasn't really a surprise in what I saw. I saw a poor Liverpool side that I've been saying all season. This team is horrific, bro. And it's not only that, like they are coached to a point. It is so bad. Do you know, it was amateur from Slot today, trying to do this man-to-man press at the Parc des Princes. Like they got ripped through so many times. And you know what? The only thing I'd say, yeah, looking at the game, they come out of it with only 2 goals. Do you get what I'm saying? If they would have went, for me, that reflection of that game was a 4-5-6 game. Do you get what I'm saying? PSG were constantly in every single time. Like Liverpool were playing a high line, Konate all over the place, Van Dijk all over the place. They brought a right back in Frimpong that doesn't play right back. My man's on right wing. I don't know what he's doing. Like, you have Gomez at right back. You have Szoboszlai, yeah, who apparently is the best midfielder in the league. Yeah, where was Szoboszlai today? I did not see Szoboszlai at all. I didn't hear his name. Where was Havertz? Where was McAllister? Listen, Ekitike got a great. At the start of the season, there was a lot of praise for Ekitike, and rightfully so, innit? But lately, it just kind of shows you why he's not the final product yet, because he kind of just goes missing in games like this. Do you get what I'm saying? But PSG, man, they look good. I think last season they had Fabian Ruiz in there. Now they got Zaire Emery. He provided a lot of legs, something that they already have in there. João Neves, who was unbelievable. Again, great pass from João Neves and Vitinha. But PSG got a great core, man. And when you've got the players up front, bro, in Doué, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Kvara, however you want to call it, bro, it was a mad thing. They're just lucky, isn't it? Liverpool have come back from worse results, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So they'll take this 2-0, if I'm honest with you. What are you saying, Dan?
Yeah, do you know, I thought it was weird the way they set up. I kind of get it, you know. They went there to 5 at the back, and as you touched on there, like the man-to-man press. I remember looking at it, like Van Dijk was 10 yards ahead of his other 2 centre halves at one point, like, you know, and they almost were all over the place. They didn't know what they were doing, but then you go there with this game plan of trying to defend and all that kind of stuff, and it goes out the window after 10 minutes when they score fair enough, a lucky goal, a deflection. But yeah, I just don't know. And like, it was in a weird way though, because I was doing some work, so I was watching it. I didn't watch it properly. I was in and out of it, but I see what you're saying. It could have been 5 or 6, but I feel like Liverpool kind of, in a weird way, it should have been 5 or 6, but I think they nullified them a bit as well. It was a bit weird. I don't know. It was just.
You think, Dan? I honestly don't think so, bro. I honestly don't. I think I think it was more so the fact that PSG let them off. I'm telling you, they were.
Maybe it was more of that. I don't know, but Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that PSG team, it was like, I think they did it like last year as well. Like, you know, we beat them last year in Champions League at home in the, whatever you want to call it, the group stage. And then it's almost like when they get to January, when they get, you know, because they had to go through the qualifier again this year, they just turn it on.
Yeah.
They just turn it on. And when I was watching it, like that Zaire Emery, Jesus Christ, what a player.
Bro.
Oh my God.
And he doesn't get that much minutes.
No, it's mad. That's Fabian Ruiz and João Neves, like, but he was the way they move about. I've never seen anything like it. Like Doué was in at left centre mid at one point. Zaire Emery's out wide, and they're just swapping positions. And it's like, how do you actually play against that? But then, you know, I'm looking forward if they win next week and Bayern win.
That's gonna be fireworks, bro. What's that? 2020 Champions League final, isn't it?
Yeah, 2020.
It's just a shame it's not the final, isn't it? But we're gonna touch on it because I did say Hans, but yeah, we're gonna touch on it. Nah, we're gonna talk about Barca and all of that, innit?
Oh, okay, no, bro. You know what's the maddest thing for me? I feel like the overload and ultra attack that PSG play with is not normal. And you know what? I kind of got to give Luis Enrique praise, but I'm honestly saying it's the players at his disposal, bro. It has to be, bro. He's not. That's not tactical brilliance, bro. He's just got a crop of players that are just so good at football, bro, and they're so selfless. They'll actually do a one more. There's no spearhead. There's like, you know, if there's an Mbappe there, it's like it's my team. They would literally they'll sweat the ball just for the win.
The best thing they did was get rid of all them egos, like your name.
Yeah, man.
Mbappe's, all them kind of lads, like.
You know what? The run, listen, and I think the commentator said it, yeah. The work that they do off the ball goes unnoticed because they're so good at attacking, bro. Kvaratskhelia today, bro, talk about run club. The brother was, he was about, bro. Listen, man, they're a joy to watch. I think they're literally playing the best football in Europe right now. I think
But even if you look at that second goal from the Kvaratskhelia goal, like the way, I don't know who it was in the wing, it might have been Doué, like the way they pulled Frimpong out and Kanate, and he just played the ball straight through the middle to like just the movement to bring them out, the runs they make. But then I'm like, well, you just said like Bayern, like I thought, I didn't see the Bayern game last night. I've seen the highlights, but I just,
you know what? I'm gonna be so right. No shows us to go. Yeah, Bayern could get exposed with PSG the way they play, you know, because Real Madrid had a lot of attacks and they were at home, but it never because they was counter attacking a lot. I'm telling you right now, PSG will finish them. Like
I agree with you, Hans, but then at the same time, PSG are so wasteful, bro. So like you said, you are right. Like they are selfless, but to a point where sometimes it's detrimental. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like put the ball in the net, fam.
Yeah.
Like, what are you man doing?
Dembele, he's both-footed, right? He's both-footed. Yeah. Why is none of them hitting the back of the net, bro? Surely that one's got to go in, bro. By the way, guys, was that a penalty? Because I low-key thought that was.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was. I think the right decision was made. I think VAR, we got to give credit to it because all the time do you know what I'm saying? I think the ball was won clearly, do you know what I'm saying, first, and then he touches the player. I feel like if we're giving penalties for that, when you get majority of the ball, then, bro, the game's going in a direction we don't want it to go to.
And by the way, just on that note, Kvaratskhelia, he could have easily gone down. But he said, you know what? He said, if I go down, I'm not taking a penalty. Let me keep going. Yeah. Let me keep going. So,
but if you look at that passage of play as well, was it Kvaratskhelia that was fouled?
Yeah.
The ball that was played in. Why is Kanate so far up? Why is he so far behind? Like, you know, he's just he's a donkey, that fella, honestly.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's just a setup issue in it on that right hand side. It's not just Kanate. I feel sorry for him a lot of the times because he's just there on his own, bro. It's like, where's Gomez? Where was Frimpong? Do you know what I'm saying? Surely if you're playing those two, you're gonna have protection for Kanate. There was no protection. And I think just going back to your point of when you man said they got rid of the amigos, yeah, I agree. I was looking at Real Madrid yesterday with Vinny and Mbappe, and I'm just like, bro, this don't coexist, fam. This ain't gonna work. Do you know what I'm saying? Incredible individuals, but it's like, bro, I watched PSG off the ball, like Hans alluded to. Yeah, these man are dogs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's long to play against PSG, against Real Madrid. Mbappe and Vinny are not gonna do the doggies for 100 minutes, bro.
You know what's the maddest thing?
Dembele, Kvaratskhelia do it, and they will. And then if not, they bring on Kang Lee. Do you know what I'm saying? Barcola, Ramos. So yeah, man, they definitely got a good blend in there for sure.
For me, the way we're gonna touch on Real Madrid after, but how Real Madrid plays, like, you know, back in the day where, like, whether it's school team or like 7-a-sides back in the day where you just got two good players, you defend and like they do all their attacking and then you just watch them. When you play a team sport at the highest level, bro, it's a collective thing, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Rudiger doesn't seem like we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Actually, you don't let me go too crazy. But no, I think just all praise to PSG, man. They look, as Dan said earlier, man. Like, when it comes to January and the Champions League and Kvaratskhelia, I feel like they literally pay him for Champions League badness, you know, because the way he comes alive, it's ridiculous. Like, he's a monster. He's a monster, honestly, man. Listen, man, they're just a good team.
I want to touch on Liverpool though, because we've been giving PSG all the praise in the world, but Liverpool,
I think it was that good though.
Suck.
I think it was that good. I don't feel like there was nothing that Liverpool could have done. They could have set up better, and I probably the stood and probably got smoked 4-0, bro. They could. It's just one of those ones,
bro. These man, Slot is a criminal. I'm not gonna lie, lads. Slot is a criminal. I'm being serious. Like, I support Man United, but this guy is so bad. I had Ruben Amorim in charge, innit, bro. Slot is horrible. How are you going man to man press away from home? Gravenberch just on his own.
You know what it is though,
McAllister is lost.
Do you know what?
This McAllister, bro?
Do you know
who is this McAllister?
I think it comes down to Slot didn't want to go there and act like I didn't go for it. It's a fake pump.
He went because he went 5 at the back though. He set up defensively. You playing Frimpong on the right hand side instead of Salah is already sets the tone. I don't care whether you do the press or not. You set the tone for the game playing like that. Do you get what I'm saying? It didn't work, and something had to change at halftime. It didn't change.
I think
this manager's so bad.
I think that there was a bit of, maybe, I don't know if he was thinking it because they played last year in the last 16 and Liverpool actually won away, didn't they? You know, so I don't know if he was thinking like sit back and defend like they did last year and maybe nick a goal in the last minute or nick a goal on the counter or something like that. But as you said, it just didn't work. Went out the window in the first 10 minutes. But then I'm caught between, if I'm a Liverpool fan, what we've been doing or what they've been doing up to this point hasn't worked because they've been losing games. So he's tried something different. So it's like, do you try something different or you just stick to what and lose?
Do you try something so different in your biggest game of the season? These men got nothing left, you know. Like we're talking about Champions League. I don't even see it with these man. I genuinely don't. I watch them I've been so consistent with this team. I watch them on a week-to-week basis. They are so bad. And I genuinely think it's more coaching than players. Yes, players, they need to take a huge responsibility. The likes of Van Dijk's, the likes of Salah's, there's been a huge drop-off, of course. But, bro, the manager's job is to get the best out of players, yeah? He done that last season. Now he's changed it up. He's got his players in. Yes, the players are a year older than that, but it's not working. Everything he's doing is not working. He changes it, doesn't work. Keeps it the same, doesn't work. When he's in press conferences, he's talking about he didn't expect these teams to set up this way. Bro, he's inept right now. He's inept, fam. And I genuinely think if Alonso comes in, Liverpool do 10 times better because ultimately he goes in there. It's a Liverpool legend. He demands the respect straight away. And I think Alonso is good tactically. I'm not going to be so harsh on him for Real Madrid because that can happen to anyone. I don't even think he had a bad job. But when you get on the wrong side of a couple players, it is what it is. I'm not going to hold it against him. I saw what he done with Bayer Leverkusen. A lot of people saying they were lucky, but if you do that over a season, it's no longer lucky. So I genuinely think Liverpool replace this and you're going to be all right. I genuinely think that. But I don't know, man.
Listen, man, I mean, City did smoke them on the weekend, didn't it, bro? You get me? And they look shattered, bro. they look shattered. They look like a shell of themselves. They're not really giving off any. Bro, these are the guys that won the league last season, you know. A lot of people said that these guys are going to win the league and that. And the way they're playing, they spent 500 million, bro, for them to not even compete at the highest level, bro.
The thing is, with the 500 million, I think they just didn't spend it wisely. In my opinion, anyway, they didn't spend it wisely. They didn't actually they didn't try and fill positions like they actually needed, like centre mid, like a six. Yeah, they needed a right back, but they went and, as Shell said, they went and got in Frimpong, who played right wing back for Bayer Leverkusen. Your best right back's Connor Bradley, and he's injured now. They went for the superstars in Havertz, Ekitikes, and Isaks instead of actually going for positions they really needed, like replacing Luis Diaz, and it just hasn't worked. Which is weird.
It's dark times. I don't think Slot leaves at all. Slot does not leave at all, man.
Hans. This is listen. I agree with you, yeah. But now it's getting to the point where, bro, it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. It's becoming Liverpool. When I watch Liverpool on the weekend, I expect a result. And when I mean result, I mean an L or a draw. They're not winning games. They don't win games. They try different things. It doesn't happen. He's falling out with Salah. Do you know what I'm saying? After having his best season ever in the Premier League, there is clear issues at this club. The players do not longer believe in. You watch this every single week, yeah? As a Liverpool fan, as a rival fan, you cannot tell me the players are still playing for this brother. And if they are, that means what he's telling them to do is wrong. It's not translating, and something's got to change. This is Liverpool. Like you said, they just spent 500 million. The only saving grace he may have is because of the whole Jota, and you know, that I get that can affect a lot. Do you get what I'm saying? But in terms of what he can control at the moment, rest in peace to Jota. What he can control at the moment, he is not doing a good job, bro. And it's simple as that. There's not about this credit in the bank no more, bro. They get outplayed every single game. They get outcoached every single game.
And you know what? Like you said, it's like, yeah, they ain't got nothing to play for really anymore. But they still got, you know, thanks to the Arsenal last night, the Premier League have secured an extra spot in the Champions League. So these are both welcome. You know, these are both welcome. I think do they even get that? You know, they've still got to fight for that. They've still got, if they want Champions League next year, they've still got to fight for that. It's like Liverpool and Chelsea. It's like just two homeless men fighting over a Big Mac or something. Neither of them want it, you know. I don't know.
It's crazy. But no, I agree. Listen, man, Chelsea and Liverpool are flirting with top 5, top 4. It's a joke. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's funny because Liverpool probably have better players than us. But
man said you're flirting. You got no game then. No game.
No game.
No one's coming over you, man.
It's true, bro.
It's a drought.
Obviously, the big face Rolly from last season. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that Rolly got teeth, brother. He was out in Eden or something, and it got stained, fam. Tell me,
might be, no, it's true, man. But no, I think ultimately they're in a rut, man. They are in a rut, and I think they're in a dogfight. But then again, it's that shows how many times have we spoken about their core? We spoke about Salah, we spoke about Van. That was, you know, bro. I just can't even stay fit. I've never seen an injury-prone keeper in my life, bro. The guy's bugs. But no,
Mama Billy as well. This guy was meant to be the next guy. He ain't it. He ain't it. I can't lie. He ain't it.
Yeah, they're so killer as well, man. And you know what? I think it's so crazy because if you think about it, Isak's probably gonna go to the World Cup here. He ain't gonna have a good summer again with like less rest. Who knows what he's gonna come into next season with? Same with Havertz. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of football's been played, but Liverpool, man, no excuses at all, man. I feel like a lot of people had them higher up, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say in doing things? But listen, again, let's move on, innit? Let's move on. I feel like that segue. Bayern Munich Real Madrid vs Bayern Munich, 2-1 to Bayern. Goals coming from, you know what? No, Diaz and Harry Kane. And who scored for Real Madrid?
Mbappe, was it? I think.
Mbappe.
Was it Mbappe? I thought so. Okay, guys, I'll buy and listen. I know the thumbnail is can PSG retain, but can Bayern Munich say something about that? Can they have a say?
100%, in my opinion, 100%.
Yeah.
We talked about there the attacking players that PSG have. The attacking players Bayern have. That front three of Elise, Kane, and Luis Diaz. Like, in my opinion, you've got Elise, the best right winger in the world at the minute, and Kane, the best striker in the world at the minute.
Yeah.
Like, that's.
Do you reckon Harry Kane can bring it? Do you reckon Harry Kane can bring the Ballon d'Or if he wins the Champions League? Then.
Hopefully not.
Oh, sorry. Wrong guy to ask. Sorry, Arsenal fan. My bad. That was so silly. Shells, can we get? Yeah. What do you think?
I think he can, if I'm honest with you. But you know what? My takeaway from that game as well. I think if he gets Ballon d'Or, he'll definitely have a good say, especially if he has a good World Cup as well, innit? I think rightly so, because usually it does go to the guy that wins the Champions League. If you win your domestics and the Champions League, then fair enough, innit? I would like to see it because of the Rooney comparisons and all of this. But one thing I will touch on is that game, and I want to shout out Elise, because, bro, what he was doing to Alvaro Fernandez was dark. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, the only thing I'll say with Bayern, they did the same thing in terms of PSG, is that they didn't kill this game. And you better kill Real Madrid, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Real Madrid, these men are jammy. They just have heritage in it. They have something with the Champions League that they are inevitable, and you can't give them a chance. Like I said, they do have the likes of Mbappe and Vinny. But I do think ultimately Bayern will prevail, because I just think they're a better team. When I watched that game yesterday, I saw a team and then I saw a bunch of individuals. Do you get what I'm saying? I think Real Madrid need a reset as well in midfield. I don't think Tchouameni, Camavinga has hit the heights that they would like to have hit. I think when you lose Cruz, Modric, and obviously Casemiro, it's going to be an uphill task. But they definitely need to a whole midfield revamp. I know they got Jude Bellingham in there and they got Valverde in there, but they're not profiles that Madrid had in terms of a Cruz and Modric that can calm down the game and keep the ball. Real Madrid are too chaos-like now. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what you saw yesterday. Bayern, the players that they got, at least, there's just levels, man. Do you know what I mean? There's just levels. The touches he takes, the intricate passes, the shooting ability, the drive, like the ability to draw fouls. Like he was nuts yesterday. But one more thing as well. You know, Kane, as good. I don't think he was great yesterday. I think he had a lot of goals. Yeah. But one thing I'll say about Bayern Munich, is as good as Kane is dropping deep, a lot of the times it's players, it's Diaz on the end of the stuff. And I know he scored the goal.
That's that Son thing, though. It's the Son thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm not criticizing it. What I'm saying is just I would like to see Kane more on the end of things sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? Rather than him doing it. But listen, Bayern look good, man. Diaz looks like this is the player we expected, isn't it? You get from Liverpool. Like he is gonna miss chances, but bro, he has quality. He's a willing runner. He's gonna press for you, and he's got a banger on him, innit? And it was a good finish overall. But yeah, Bayern done their thing, man. Again, they'll just be a bit concerned in terms of not killing off the game, innit? The tie, should I say?
The only question mark I have over Kane, and this is me trying to think without my Arsenal hat on. Is he a big game player? Does he turn up in the big games?
I know what you're saying.
When and again, trying to put my Irish head aside, when England really needed him, has he turned up for them? I cast my mind back to the World Cup of the Euros. He missed that penalty against France. Like, is he a big game player? Where's he going to finally turn up?
I think.
But then I think. Sorry, just before you go, Hans. I think if you score in the Bernabeu, surely that's turning up. But I agree with you. There's definitely questions over 100%. Go on, Hans.
I think it's not. I feel like it goes back to what Shows is saying, isn't it? Like I feel like he's starting to not be at the end of things. So I feel like he's less impactful. I feel like the only thing is though, yeah, and I feel like us as fans and guys that love football, I feel like we can be a bit critical because it's like he might have done so much things to lead them to the biggest stage and then not score, but he's had probably brilliant performances in the group stages, in the knockout stages. But in the game that is that ultimately decided he doesn't do it, it's not really his fault. But I'm with you on that. I just think ultimately though, I would quickly take PSG's front three over Bayern Munich, just on that note. But I would say that Olise, and I think everyone could see when he was at Crystal Palace, the level that he was at. You got to understand, Eze and him was literally doing the two-step, bro. They were doing the two-step last season, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But then to make the jump from a mid-table side to Champions League, bro, effortlessly, just speaks on how good he is as a football player, bro. Honestly, bro. And I feel like it's always a good blend where you got a striker, a centre forward that can drop deep, play the ball. Then you got a creative outlet as an Elise, and then you got someone that likes to attack in behind. It's just a good balance, bro. And then you got Kimmich, who looks like he's been playing for 100 years. You get me? Then you got Neuer that he's there, and I think you're on mute shows. I just think
No, I agree with you on the Kimmich thing.
yeah, like bro, it's like sometimes, and this is what I'm saying. If you think about it, yeah, what we say in Real Madrid are lacking someone that's been there, that's done that for them.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich are lucky they still got someone that's been at the highest level with Bayern Munich, and he's still there now. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is obviously what Real Madrid are missing. But can we give a shout out to Vincent Kompany, by the way? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not his biggest fan. I haven't watched all of his games. But, bro, the same step up as Elise, probably even more worse. Man was managing Burnley, got relegated, bro. To do this, I'm seeing stuff like he's the first manager in Bayern Munich in the last 17 years to get a contract extension, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which is a mad stat. With a bit of context, obviously.
How do you even go from Burnley to Bayern Munich? Like,
bro, come on, bro. I don't know what they saw in him, but he's cooking. And he's probably got the best drip for the managers right now. It's not no Liam Racina wearing a blazer and a jacket. It's definitely not mine, man. So yeah, but no, ultimately, I think Bayern Munich, look, I'm just annoyed that the tie could be, in the semi-finals, could be a Champions League like final. That's the only bit I'm annoyed about.
Yeah, but that's also on them guys to finish where they need to in the league phase. That's why there's two phases in it. And if you just want to turn up for the knockouts, then fair enough. But this is gonna cost you, innit? And that's what's happened. But I agree with you, man. I think I'll definitely take I'll take PSG's front three personally, because I just like how they work collectively. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think Bayern work collectively, but it's a bit different. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I do like the profiles that Bayern have, like Khan said. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got Kane who drops deep. You have Diaz who goes in behind, like the Kane and Son partnership, and then you have Elise that comes to the ball. But he also has that ability to burst. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He doesn't just come. He comes to feet, but then he can go past players as well. But I was really impressed with Elise. I was really impressed with Kompany as well. And yeah, Bayern go from strength to strength, man. I would love to. I want Bayern to go through and PSG to go through, just because they are the better teams, and I would like to see that for the football's sake. But again, we can't rule out Real Madrid. Mbappe was a bit wasteful. Vinny, far too much complaining, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I saw more of him complaining at the ref and being on the floor than him running at people. Jude Bellingham looked good. I think he needs to start in the next game. Do you know what I'm saying? I know he's coming back from injury, but they need him desperately. Tchouameni's out, so I think Camavinga will come into midfield. But yeah, man, Trent had a good game going forward, but then going this way, as you've seen in the Prem,
horrible. He
lets his man go. Diaz, that's his bread and butter. So many times you would have bucked him in training. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is how it goes, man. But yeah, it was a great tie. I can't wait to see.
Yeah. Dan, anything else to add, Dan?
No, just going back to what you've already touched on about Madrid. Like they are a team of individuals. Like I remember last year, I was at the Emirates when we beat them 3-0, and just being there watching them in person, and it was just like Rodrigo was on the right. He wanted to play his own game. Mbappe and Vinny just wanted to play their own game. Jude Bellingham wanted to play his own game. Like, none of them were like, as we've already said, like the PSG boys, where they're selfless and they're making the runs and they're doing this and they're doing that. And Madrid, I just don't see it with them. And like, I again, I didn't see the game. Did they play 4-4-2, or have I plucked that?
They played 4-4-2 when they was defending. And there was like a 4 kind of, I don't know what they were doing.
But you know what it is? It's so hard, Dan. It's so hard to coach them, bro. I'm so sorry. There's no, because the same thing with when it was at PSG, the imbalance is too crazy for any manager to actually coach that, bro. It's ridiculous.
Do you know what it is though? It's because, sorry to interrupt you guys. It's because Vinny and Mbappe have to play as the strikers in the 4-4-2 because they don't come back. So that's why effectively you're gonna have Valverde as a right mid or Arda Güler as a left mid, because how you set up. Do you know what I'm saying? So they have to do the leg work because them man ain't gonna do it. And you can't carry 2 players like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where it's all right, cool. You got Mbappe. If there's one guy doing it and he's gonna bag you the goals, cool. But you saw that with PSG didn't necessarily work. He needed help. He couldn't get over the line. And now we're asking the same questions. Mbappe's gone from PSG. All of a sudden, PSG look like a collective force. Everyone's working for each other. And Mbappe's facing the same problems he had at PSG. Doesn't matter if you're a Galactico now, bro. The Galacticos worked. Do you get what I'm saying? They worked their asses off, bro. And they had that much quality that Real Madrid ain't got that same quality, bro. These ain't Galacticos. Man, seeing who did we see in midfield yesterday? Who was that, brother? Real Madrid don't bring in youth players, bro. That's a Barca thing. Real Madrid signed superstars. You get me?
Isn't it? No, listen, on that note, I feel like Valverde is so clutch going forward, innit? And he's got so much energy, but I honestly feel like he has to go DM to give him a bit of protection, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because he's good at recovering the ball as well, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, listen, man.
Shout out Santos in the chat, man. He's next door, innit? Big up my guy.
No, for sure. I think let's next week is gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to Arsenal. You know, they came away with a 1-0 victory in Portugal. You know what I'm saying? And I heard today that Swan ain't lost at home since like September, which is ridiculous. And you know what? Kai Havertz's goal, Fez, that was a great goal. I ain't gonna have to smash and grab it like that. Was top. But Dan, what are you saying, man?
I would have classed that. Can't even say it, a professional away performance is what I'd say. You know, we were chatting yesterday, and I was said before, I said, you know what? After losing against Man City, losing against Southampton, this has another banana skin written all over it. Just get me in, get me out of there with a draw, get me out of there with a 0-0. You know, no injuries, get us back to the Emirates, and we put them to the bed. But you know, I thought the first 10 minutes, I thought, oh geez, we're in bother here. You know, they started off really well. They're very, you know, they're quick, they were intense. The press was good. Raya made a ridiculous save when the left back hit the bar.
He's so good, by the way.
Oh, do you know what I think? You know, and I didn't even think about this. He got interviewed before the game yesterday, and the person asking the question said, the last time you played for Arsenal, you were in 4 competitions. Now you're only in 2. And I think if he played in those 2, you know, I think, would we have won the Carabao Cup? I don't know. It's all ifs, buts, and maybes, but he definitely would have made a difference, because the way he starts our attacks and distributes, like he can ping a ball into someone's feet from 50 yards. It's ridiculous.
Dan, where do you rank Raya in terms of like the best keepers in the world?
At the minute, he's definitely
top 5.
Oh, definitely top 5. He's got to be top 3, I think. Because I think, but then I still think that you look at Neuer again. Didn't see it again, but Neuer made 9 or 10 saves last night for Bayern. Courtois is obviously top. Donnarumma's top. You know, I think it's such a between probably them 4. Maybe I'm probably missing someone, but between them 4, it's such a tight margin. You know, I think maybe like I'm not comparing, but Neuer and Raya are more alike, and then Courtois and Donnarumma are more alike in the sense that they're more shot stoppers, and then Neuer and Raya are more distributors along with shot stoppers. But he's ridiculous. I think.
So just because on the fact of keepers, we didn't even touch on Neuer, by the way. Man of the match at 40 years old. Like, he's probably the greatest goalkeeper ever, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
In my lifetime, definitely. Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, but yeah.
No, you're 100% right. But I think it gets to a point with Raya. At what point is he? At what point we say Gabriel's our most important player? Rice is our most important player. Fucking Jesus, Raya could be our most important player as well, you know. But I think a study needs to be done as well on Gabriel Martinelli, because when that man hears a Champions League anthem and he gets on that pitch, he turns into something else. I was in Southampton on Saturday. I was in that way and watching Gabriel Martinelli, and he looked like a League One player. And he turns up last night and he puts a ball on Havertz's feet like that. Get out of here. But you know, I think it was a good away performance. We need that big time, and it definitely gives us confidence. It's mad saying that because we're 9 points clear, but it gives us a bit of confidence going into the game on Saturday against Bournemouth. And yeah, just needed that big time.
You know what's the craziest thing about that? You saying that, yeah, I feel like it can work against you, innit? I feel like if Arsenal lost yesterday or drew, I could have probably been like 2-1, 2-0. But I feel like now that you guys won, you guys are gonna be like, yeah, we got this, and get hit with a sack.
I don't think it'd be like, yeah, we got this. I just think it just gives the dressing room a bit more like it's a good bounce to have after, you know, losing 2 games. You know, had a break, an international break, and you come back and you win. And I think you need that.
No, for sure.
You know,
I think.
Go on.
No, I think you're right, Dan. I think Arsenal had to respond. Do you know what I mean? They lost in horrific fashion in the final. Do you know what I'm saying? And then obviously they lost embarrassingly to Southampton. But they had to respond, and it's not about how they done it, because I was watching it in a bar in Thailand, bro, and I was watching with a couple Arsenal fans. And I was just like, this is so boring. And I was watching it because there was 2 screens. I was watching the Madrid game, but I was just like, bro, I've seen Ferguson do it. Do you know what I'm saying? We went to away a lot of the times. We went away, we would stink it up and leave over 1-0 or 2-1 and get out of there. Do you know what I mean? That was when away goals were a thing. So listen, Arsenal did what you need to do. Hans said it. Going to Sporting is not an easy place, as he suggested. They lost in some 21 or something games at home. Do you know what I mean? It was a real stinker from Arsenal. But listen, when they had to show quality, Martinelli, who would have thought in the Champions League he's got something? Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe there's more space or whatever, but it's a great ball that's clipped in, and Havertz off the bench, man. Great touch and finish. Do you know what I'm saying? And full credit to Arsenal, because they really needed this to a point where if they would have lost this game, the atmosphere on the weekend against Bournemouth at the Emirates is all shaky if there's not a goal after 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? Now it just gives them a little leeway, exactly. So it's not going to be easy, but
yeah. Can we speak about Martin Odegaard, by the way, please, Dan? What did you see from him?
Yeah, he stinks, man. He needs to go. He needs, and I don't like saying that. I don't like slating one of our own players, but I don't know if you've maybe seen the clip online or something. But there was a bit, I think it was in the first half, where Rice had the ball.
Oh yeah,
Odegaard,
and
I didn't send it to back. And Rice is literally pointing, telling him to go forward, and he played it back to him 3 times to the point where Rice said, "Fuck this," and he just paid it out wide to someone else. And you know, he's just back from injury. He's only played kind of, you know, really 2 halves, two full halves, if you want to put it that way. I don't want to be too harsh on him, but Jesus, you know, I don't know what it is. He looks like he's lost all his strength. He's getting bullied off the ball. He can't really string a pass together. And I'm talking about Southampton as well, because that first goal was on him. And Ben White. But I just don't know. I don't know if it's a confidence thing. I just don't know. Maybe Arsenal outgrew him. I don't know what it is.
Do you know what it is as well, Dan? Yeah, it's like people will criticize Arteta, and rightfully so, yeah. But bro, that is not a managerial issue right there. The guy has received the ball 3 times in the number 10 spot, and not once did he think to take a look over his shoulder and turn. That's not coaching. That's a player that's definitely short of confidence and just not performing at his best. And it's not good enough. You're number 10 for Arsenal. You're the captain, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Take some responsibility. So
100%.
yes, I agree. Arteta is pragmatic. Arteta is boring at times. But then you got players like Odegaard who are playing in those positions. And when he's receiving it in those positions, he's playing it straight back. He's not even looking to go forward, bro. I get it, the Rice or Zubimendi.
And it's not even like Sporting were pressing or they were right up his ass. They were just sitting. They were chilling. They were just sitting there like, yeah, we'll sit back, do your thing, play about. And he didn't want to look. He didn't want to turn. Just straight back to Rice. And that's why I think the Eze injuries come at such a bad time, because Eze was starting to pick up and hit a bit of form. Eze's not playing that back to Rice. Eze's getting that on the half turn. He's going. Yeah, and I just don't know what it is with Odegaard, you know. And I think it's kind of, I think with Odegaard, we're getting to the kind of the similar stage that we did with like Zinchenko, Ramsdale, and I know he's still with us, but I put Jesus in that category. You know,
they've had their time.
They've had their time. They've served their purpose. You know, hopefully he lifts the trophy for us, goes out with a medal, and then, you know, we need to make a couple of sales in the summer anyway to balance the books. Sure. You know, get rid of him. And I don't like saying that, but it is what it is. And, you know, and I had my words yesterday as well, saying to UH, I was like, this Kai Havertz in midfield thing's got to stop. I don't want to ever see it. And what happens? So,
for sure.
What do I know?
Yeah, man. I think you've summed up pretty much, man, how Arsenal went about their business yesterday. Definitely, it keeps the momentum going. But it's a big game on the weekend against Bournemouth, 12:30 kickoff or whatever.
You know what? There's a lot been made about this as well with Bournemouth. By the time the game comes round, they'll have not played in 23 days and they'll be well rested and this, that, and the other. I think that works against them, because you can train all you want, but if you're not match sharp and you don't have that sharpness, then it could work against you.
The only thing I would say is that Iraola can set up the maddest game plan. He's watched you in 3 different competitions against 3 oppositions. That's where he could conjure up something. But I agree with you, man. Not playing football for a minute can actually work against you. Shows, is there anything you want to add from Arsenal's victory?
No, we're going to touch on their side, Barca and Atletico, innit?
Yeah, we'll move on to
I think
now.
Again, Arsenal did what they need to do. If you go away from home and you get a 1-0 victory in the Champions League, you'll take it. Boring, but you'll take it.
We're not here to entertain. We're here to win.
There you go.
Well, he wasn't sent under Arsenal, but we move.
Listen, you'll be thanking us when Chelsea finish 5th and get that Champions League position. All right.
You know, we've really done you guys a favor by drawing with City early in the season, which we shouldn't have done.
All right, we'll do us another favor and do it again.
No. Yeah, listen,
you got your own aspirations, Hans. You got your own aspirations, bro. You gotta concentrate.
We got 7 games. We need to win 4, I think. You see the Man City game. I'm not speaking on it. I don't care about that.
So you're gonna win 4 out of 6.
Listen, we got Liverpool. We got Tottenham there. That might be a tricky game though. We got Bayern. We got Nottingham Forest. You got United. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But
fair enough.
Barcelona,
let's talk about it, because I told you, Hans, that
if this is Arsenal, by the way, if this is Arsenal, they're not turning over Barcelona like this, bro. That's what I'm saying to you.
I tell you what,
I don't need. It's not. Well, that's not the question, because at the end of the day, you're not going to see Barca against Arsenal, because Barcelona can't handle their business. Clearly, do you get what I'm saying? I knew they was going to do this. I knew they was going to let down the side. I knew it.
1 second. Dan, who would you rather play right now? Currently, obviously, Barca are 2-0 down. Who would you rather play? Because I don't.
Barcelona. Because, well, look, I say it, but as we've probably touched on, Hans, before, we've already played Atletico in the group stage thing. We smashed them 4-0. But as we've seen last year, we did that. We've already did it with Bayern this year. We did it with PSG last year. Does it matter when it comes to this point of the season? Yeah. Those results don't matter back then. But I just think, like, if we play Atletico in the semi-final of the Champions League, Diego Simeone is coming and with the most disgusting low block we've ever seen in our lives. And, you know, it's just going to be, no one's going to want to watch it because it's just going to be Harambo between the two sides. You know, that's why I think if we play Barcelona with their high line, give me that all day.
Yo, sorry, I know I did cut you off, my guy. I know I did.
You good. I was just saying, innit, like I knew Barcelona were gonna be on this. I just knew that they were gonna let the Champions League down and Atletico will go in advance and play Arsenal. I just had a feeling, man. Barca, this high line, man, handsy flick, bro. I know it works. I know it works. I do know it works. Okay, they're gonna win the Liga. Okay, but bro, red card.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Double jeopardy because Julian Alvarez, your guy. What a free kick. What a free kick. But yeah, Barca, man, just not good enough. This is what I feel with Barca. They're just not good at the back. When you play a high line, you need to have the right profiles in it. Barca don't have the right profiles. Kubarasi, red card, Julian Alvarez scores and Soloff scores. And we got to have to put it down to a Simeone masterclass. So I'm going to give him some credit because he has become a bit more expansive in his game. He signed Hans' countryman, Lookman. Do you know what I'm saying? Before, that would have been a Gallagher on the wing instead, or a Lorente or something. Now you got 3 flair players in the team. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're working for each other. They look cohesive, and they got a massive result, bro. Away from home, 2-0. Even at with the red card, you can still concede a goal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't. I think Rashford was really wasteful today.
Yeah.
Couldn't finish his dinner, unfortunately. They did a good job with Lamine Yamal. Do you know what I'm saying? He had his moments in times, but it wasn't good enough. But yeah, man, ultimately, Barca paid the price for that high line today. Let's be real.
No, for sure, man.
A red card and a 2-0 result.
Am I right in saying Atletico have really turned over Barca in the Copa del Rey as well, over 2 legs as well?
Oh, no.
I think they did. They did. Yeah, they did. It's mental, man. I think I would have obviously I'd like to see a matchup between Barca and Arsenal, and I feel like the tie's not over. It's just an uphill battle, 1000%. But I think it's quite hard. I mean, Simeone is good at what he does, in it, and which is whatever, winning by all means, isn't it? Do you know what I'm trying to say? He's got a winning, not a winning culture, but I say a resistible culture. You know what I'm saying? No matter who's on the field, they've got to give it 100%, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But ultimately, I feel like Barca probably let themselves down to lose 2-0 at home.
At home, that's
in the manner that you done. It's not that you lost away where you can conjure up. Like, you're playing in the away, like it's a away game now. So they didn't put themselves in the best position. But if there's any team that's going to be 2-0 down, that's going to come back and win 4-2, it's Barcelona. I'm sorry.
Well, when you say 4-2, they're definitely conceding again. I promise you. Man cannot.
We're gonna go 5-3. No, I'm joking.
Barca can't help themselves, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? And it's just a shame, bro. I know.
They need Rafinha back.
Accidental.
They need Rafinha back.
Yeah, but then they should have enough still, man. I know.
Nah, they got bread,
accidental, but you have to let the man go. You have to let him go, bro. You just have to. When the guy was through and he's fouled him, I know it was accidental.
Oh yeah.
You just have to let him go because any touch there is a red card. It's red. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I know defenders want to do. It's an ego thing though, but you're not gonna win the ball from behind, bro. You're just not. He's young,
innit? He's like 19.
Bro, I don't care, man. I wanted to see. It was set up perfect. It was Bayern versus PSG on one side, Barca versus Arsenal. I know it's not over yet, but yeah, I'm just disappointed, man. I can't lie. That's more so disappointment than anything. But let me not even rule out Atletico. They got I've given them their credit in it. They've got players there that can really hurt you. Soloff, he had a stint in the Premier League, bro. At one point, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden he's bagging hat tricks for Atletico Madrid and the Liga and that. Julian Alvarez, we knew he was a problem. Again, Lookman, Lorente, top player. Do you know what I'm saying? Koke, experienced. Do you know what I'm saying? So they got a good blending. They got Molina and all of that. Ruggeri's a good player, and obviously they got All Black as the wall they have in goal. So it's not over yet. But yeah, I'm just disappointed in Barca, man, and I'm disappointed in my guys, Yamal and all of them, man. Do you get me? Rashford as well. Yeah. Is what it is.
Done. Anything else?
No, I'm disappointed as well. Because I want revenge for 06, you know. I'm still not over that. And yeah, no,
Hey,
our
you see a 1-0 win got them talking crazy now.
No, listen, our tie's still not over yet either. We still got to do the business when they come to the Emirates, because it's a 1-0 lead is nothing. And a few years ago, don't know if you remember, the Sporting actually put us out of the Europa League on penalties at the Emirates. So it's not over. It's not over yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, you know, as much as I want to. But
for sure, man. Bro, listen, man, it's been Emotional Sports. Dan is pretty much, you know what I'm saying, part of the show now, you know what I'm saying? The motion ways. I ain't even gonna say we're back, but you know what I'm saying? We're here on the weekend for sure for a Premier League roundup. You know what I'm saying? Shows in Thailand, you know what I'm saying? Living it up. You know what I'm saying? Dan, you know what I'm saying? Dan gonna be as well, man. But no, listen, everyone that tuned in, thank you. Smash the likes, sub, share, shows. Anything else to add, my boy?
Nah, man, we're gonna be here as much as possible. If I'm not here, the boys are gonna be here, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Motion with Sports is a channel with a community. Do you know what I'm saying? We got Dan here, we got Hans, we got Prince, we got all of the man them. So yeah, man, we're gonna run something up on the weekend. Premier League football is back, so tune in for that. Big up yourself, Dan. Like I said, a third member, fourth member. We got Dens, we got Prince, we got everyone's family.
We got the family. We got the MWS family, bro.
You get what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow all the social media platforms. And yeah, man, we're out.
Love,
Big up.
Man. Cool.